GST లో రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ చేసుకున్నప్పుడు ఏదైనా కారణం లేదా రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ రద్దు చేసుకోవచ్చు. Revenue facility to get registration from GST. In case you want to cancel GST registration because GST does not apply to you, or you are taking down your business and profession, or the tax office calls for cancellation. So in any of these circumstances, you can cancel your GST registration. GST does not apply to you because the limit, maximum limit, the maximum limit or the aggregate turnover of your business is less than 20 lakhs. That case, you can cancel the registration. Then, or you are shutting down your business or production. That means you are closing down your business. Yes, you will no more do the business. You will no more do production. Or the tax officer sometimes due to different reasons, the GST officer, the tax officer, asks for explanation to your business. So any one of these reasons is related due to your cancellation of registration. So what is the meaning of cancellation of GST registration? What is the meaning of GST registration? The cancellation of GST registration simply means that the taxpayer will not be a GST registered person. He will not have to pay or collect GST or claim input tax credit or the bill. He is not excused. Okay? So the cancellation of GST registration means the taxpayer will not be a GST registered person. Once you cancel your registration, once you are completely by the details that your registration, GST registration, then you will not be a GST registered person. Next, you will not have to pay or collect tax GST. Once your GST registration is cancelled, your GST registration is cancelled, you cannot collect GST from, or you cannot pay GST tax. You need not pay GST tax to the next or claim input tax credit. You cannot claim input tax credit. The input tax credit also cannot be claimed to the and accordingly need you need not pay GST return because your registration has therefore registration means the taxpayer will not be a GST registered person and he will not have to pay or collect the GST or claim benefit to taxpayers and need not file GST return. You are free from all formal duties to be fulfilled as a GST registered person because your registration is okay. So this is what the meaning of GST registration. Okay. Once you are a registered person, you are a GST registered, all these things can be done, all these things can be avoided. What are those things? You can collect the GST, you can pay GST, you can claim income tax credit, you have to file GST return. If you are a GST registered person. Once your registration is cancelled means you cannot collect GST, you cannot carry on your business, or you will not be a GST registered person, you cannot collect GST, you cannot pay GST, you cannot claim income tax credit, you need not file GST return. Okay, so that is what the cancellation of registration of GST process. Next, the consequences of GST registration cancellation. What are the consequences of GST registration cancellation? That means once your registration is cancelled, once your registration, GST registration is cancelled, what are the consequences? Consequences of GST registration are the taxpayer will not pay GST anymore because you are not a registered person, your registration has been cancelled. Therefore, you will not pay GST anymore. Okay. Next, for certain businesses, registration under GST is mandatory. For certain businesses, the registration under GST is mandatory. You are doing that particular businesses irrespective of your threshold, maximum threshold business, you have to get registered under GST. So if the GST issue is cancelled and the business is still continue, suppose you have cancelled your registration, but you are continuing the business, you are continuing the business even after cancellation of registration. Then what happens? It will be known as it will mean an offense under GST and heavy penalties will apply. Okay? If you continue the business even after cancellation of your registration, it is a big offense. It is a big offense under GST and it attracts heavy penalties. It attracts heavy penalties. Heavy penalties are to be paid by the person due to this particular offense. Therefore, if you want to continue You should not continue the business. You cannot do simultaneously. One side you cannot cancel the registration and continue the business, and another side your registration is cancelled, but business is continuing. You cannot do it. It's an offense. It's a big offense. So it's a tax heavy. That's the impact consequence. Cancellation. The first type of cancellation is cancellation of GSTIN for migrated taxpayer. Cancellation of GSTIN. GSTIN is Goods and Service Tax Identification Number. Once you cancel your registration, your GSTIN will be. So cancellation of GSTIN for migrated taxpayer. So the migrated taxpayers can cancel the GSTIN. Migrated taxpayer means the taxpayer has been transferred from one state to another state. The state in which he was doing business earlier has they transfer to this state, they have to get registered. That's called migrated taxpayer. So migrated taxpayers can cancel their registration. So every person who was registered under erstwhile indirect tax laws have to mandatorily migrate to GST. Many such persons may have not been liable to be registered under GST. For example, the threshold under VAT in most states was rupees 5 lakhs, whereas it is 20 lakhs in case of GST. However, they have to make sure that you are not making it interstate compliant, since registration is mandatory for interstate suppliers except for service. So, the migrated people, those who have migrated, so every person who was registered under
Morning, sir.
indirect tax law have to mandatorily migrate.
సార్ వాయిస్ వినపడం లేదు సార్ మీది.
వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తుంది కదా ఇప్పుడు? హలో, హలో. హలో, ఇప్పుడు వినిపిస్తుందన్నా?
వస్తుంది సార్ ఇప్పుడు.
ఓకే. So, cancellation of GSTAN for migrated taxpayers. So, every person who was registered under erstwhile indirect tax laws had to mandatorily migrate to GST. That means those who have already registered as per previous laws, after implementation of GST, they have to migrate to GST. Many such persons may have not been liable to be registered under GST because the threshold limit under GST is 20 lakhs, but the threshold limit under previous laws, that is, for example, VAT, the threshold limit for VAT was 5 lakhs rupees only. Therefore, under however, they had to make sure You are not making interstate supplies since registration is mandatory for interstate suppliers except for service providers. Okay, so those who have migrated from previous indirect laws to present GST law, present GST law, then if, uh, if their business is less than 20 lakhs rupees, if their business is less than 20 lakhs rupees and they are not making any interstate supplies, if they are not doing any interstate supply of goods, then they have to, they can cancel their registration. They can cancel their registration because their maximum threshold limit is less than 20 lakhs rupees. But as per previous laws, that is as per VAT, value added tax system, which was uh, made them to compulsory register before introduction of GST was only 5 lakhs rupees. So as a result, they have registered under VAT. But now, as per GST law, the maximum threshold limit was 20 lakhs. Therefore, they need not get continue the registration. They can cancel their registration. But they should make it clear or assure that they should not involve in the interstate transaction of goods. They should not do interstate supplies. Okay. Next, rupees 40 lakhs in case of supply of only goods in some states or 10 lakhs in certain special category states, union territories. Such a taxpayer had to submit an application electronically in form GST REG 29 at the GST portal. The proper officer shall, after conducting an inquiry as required, would cancel the registration. Okay, so the suppliers who have registered under previous regime, under previous VAT, those who have more than 5 lakhs rupees annual turnover, they their business is less than 20 lakhs rupees and 10 lakhs rupees in case of special category states. Then such taxpayer had to submit an application electronically in form GST REG 29, GST REG 29 at the GST portal for the cancellation of GST registration. So the proper officer shall, after conducting an inquiry as required, would cancel the registration. So after submitting the application for cancellation of registration by the persons who have registered as per previous laws, but their threshold limit was much less than the present GST limit, that is 20 lakhs and 10 lakhs rupees. Therefore, the proper officer will inquire and will cancel the registration. That was the registration cancellation by the migrated taxpayers. Migrated people. Migrated people means those who have migrated from previous laws. They have registered under previous laws, previous indirect laws. Now, due to introduction of GST, their maximum turnover, annual turnover was much less than the GST number, GST Act. Therefore, they can apply for the cancellation of their registration in REG, GST REG number, GST REG form 29. GST REG form 29. Okay. Next, cancellation by taxpayers. Cancellation by taxpayers, that is other than migrated. Other than migrated. That means this is second type of cancellation. Cancellation by taxpayer himself. The taxpayer can apply for the cancellation of registration. Other than migrated people. Other than migrated suppliers. So why does a taxpayer wish to cancel his registration? What the reason? What the reason the taxpayer has applying or wish to cancel his registration under GST? There may be several reasons. There may be several reasons for cancellation of GST registration by the taxpayers. So number one, the business has been discontinued. The business of the taxpayer might have discontinued. The business of the taxpayer might have discontinued. That means he has stopped the business. He has stopped his business. He is no more. He is he is doing business no more due to several reasons. Maybe due to different reasons. His business has been closed down. When the business is closed down, there is no need to continue the registration. Okay. Therefore, the business might have been discontinued. Therefore, he can apply for cancellation of the registration. He can apply for cancellation of registration. That is the one reason. Next, second one. The business has been transferred fully, amalgamated, demerged, or otherwise disposed. The transferee or the new company from amalgamation or demerger has to get registered. The transfer will cancel its registration, and if it ceases to exist, ceases to exist. So the second reason for cancellation of registration by the tax person is the business has been transferred fully. The ownership of the business transferred from one person to another person. The business has been amalgamated. The business might have demerged or otherwise disposed. Whatever may be the reason, the business has been transferred either by way of amalgamation or demerger or transfer, maybe due to any reason. Due to any reason, he has transferred the business. The transferee or the new company from amalgamation or demerger has to get registered. The transferee has to get registered. That means the person to whom the business has been transferred has to get registered. So the transferor will cancel its registration if it ceases to exist. The transferor, those who have transferred the business, will cancel its registration if it ceases to exist, because the business is transferred to somebody else. Therefore, the registration of this particular organization or registration should get cancelled. Should get cancelled. Next, number 3, there is a change in the constitution of the business. If the constitution of the business is changed, the constitution of the business is changed, then the registration also should be cancelled. Registration should also be cancelled. For example, sole trader proprietorship. The business is transferred from sole proprietorship to either partnership or company or limited liability partnership or private company. That means the constitution of India and the constitution of business has changed. Therefore, the old registration number is should cancelled, and they have to get the new registration. For example, private limited company has changed to a public limited company. So, private limited company has changed to a public sector undertaking. So, partnership business has become private limited company. So, whatever the manner in which the constitution of business has changed, the change in business, the impact of change in the constitution of business leads to cancellation of register, cancellation of registration. Okay. So all those who cannot follow the above method, so what are the forms for cancellation? Suppose if you wish to apply for cancellation, okay, what are the forms in which the cancellation, registration cancellation should be applied? Because in the proper form, you have to apply in the proper form so that the officials can take proper decision. Therefore, all those who cannot follow the above method must file an application for cancellation in Form GST REG 16, in Form GST REG 16. So those who wish to cancel their registration should fill the GST REG 16 with proper authentic information. The legal heir of the deceased taxpayer will follow the same procedure as below. So, the legal heir of the deceased taxpayer, suppose if the business is transferred to the legal heir of the deceased taxpayer, then the same procedure explained below should be followed. That means application for cancellation has to be made in the form GST REG 16. So the person who wish to cancel their registration should make an application for cancellation in form GST REG 16. GST REG 16. Next, the following details must be included in the form GST REG 16. And you should see that the form GST REG 16 should contain the important information. That is details of inputs, semi-finished, finished goods, held in stock on the date on which cancellation of registration is applied. Okay, when you are applying for the cancellation of registration, so what are the inputs that are available in the business organization? Semi-finished goods, finished goods held in stock on the date on which cancellation of registration is applied. Okay. That means when you are applying for cancellation of registration, on that date, what is the stock position, both inputs and outputs. Okay. Next, liability thereon. So after cancellation of registration, what is your liability? Next, details of the payment. The payment details is to be enclosed. Okay. So these information details should be included in form GST REG 16. The proper officer has to issue an order for cancellation in form GST REG 19 within 30 days from the date of application. Okay. So after applying cancellation of registration in GST REG 16 within 30 days, from the date of application, the proper officer has to issue an order for cancellation in form GST REG 19. That is form GST REG 19. In this form, the concerned proper officer will issue an cancellation order within 30 days. Within 30 days from the date of application. The cancellation will be effective from the date determined by the officer, and he will notify the taxable person. Okay. So as and when you cancellation orders sent by the concerned officer, from that date he will notify the taxable person. Next, cancellation by tax officers. This is the third method or third way of cancellation of registration. Cancellation by tax officers. Why will the officer cancel registration? Why the registration officer, why the GST officer will cancel the registration? So there may be different reasons. There may be different reasons under which the GST officer may cancel the registration of the taxpayer. What are those reasons? Number one, the registration can be cancelled if the taxpayer A does not conduct any business from the declared place of business. So that means the first reason might be he is not conducting his business from the declared place of business. He is conducting his business from somewhere else, some other place. He is conducting his business operations from not from the official place of business, but from somewhere else. Okay. Or the issue invoice or bill without supply of goods or services. The person is issuing invoices without supplying any goods or services. That means fake invoices. They are issuing fake invoices in violation of the provisions. You should not issue fake invoice. Unless you supply goods or services, you cannot issue the invoices. Therefore, if anybody issue invoices without supplying goods or services. If it is identified by the officers, then automatically they will cancel the registration. Next, C. Violates the anti-profiteering provisions. Violating the anti-profiteering provisions. For example, not passing on behalf of ITC to customers. That means they are violating the rules and provisions of the GST. If they violate intentionally the rules or provisions of the GST, then it is an offence. Therefore, the GST officers may cancel their registration. Next, with effect from 1st January 2021, utilization of ITC from electronic credit ledger to discharge more than 99% of the tax liability for specified taxpayers violating Rule 86B with the total taxable value of supplies exceeds 50 lakhs in a month with some exceptions. Okay. So with effect from 1st January 2021, the utilization of ITC from electronic credit ledger. This is one of the ledger to be maintained in the website, GST website. So electronic credit ledger to discharge more than 99% of the tax liability for specified taxpayers violating Rule 86B with the total taxable value of supplies exceeding rupees 50 lakhs in a month with some exceptions. So in that situation also the officers will cancel the registration. Next, a taxpayer who cannot file GSTR1 due to GSTR 3B not being filled for more than 2 consecutive months. 1 quarter for those who opt in the QRMP scheme. If the taxpayer does not file GSTR1 due to GSTR 3B not being filed, the GSTR 3B is not filed, then you cannot file the GSTR 1. Suppose if the returns are not paid for more than 2 consecutive months by the taxable person, he cannot, his registration may be cancelled. Next, E. A taxpayer who cannot file GSTR 1 due to GSTR 3B not being filed for more than 2 consecutive months. One quarter for those who opt into the QRMP scheme. That means a taxpayer who cannot file GSTR 1 due to GSTR 3B not being filed. If the GSTR 3B is not filed, GSTR 1 may not be filed. So if it is done for 2 consecutive months, then also the registration of the concerned person may be cancelled. Next, F. Avail input tax credit in violation of the provisions of the section 16 of the Act or rules. That means if the customer avail input tax credit in violation of the section 16 of the GST Act, then in that case also the registration is cancelled. Okay. So in this way, the migrated persons, the migrated taxpayers can cancel their registration, and the other persons other than migrated persons may apply for cancellation of registration, and the tax officers. The tax officers themselves may cancel the registration. But sometimes, even after cancellation of the registration, this cancellation may be revoked. This cancellation may be revoked under different situations. So what is revocation of cancellation? When the revocation of cancellation is applicable? So revocation means the official cancellation of a decision or promise. The revocation means official cancellation of a decision or promise. That means here, revocation of cancellation of registration means that the decision to cancel the registration has been reversed and the registration is still valid. That's called the revocation of cancellation of registration. The revocation of cancellation of registration means that the decision to cancel the registration has been reversed and the registration is still valid. Okay. So when is the revocation of cancellation applicable? When is the revocation of cancellation is applicable? This is applicable only when the tax officer. This is applicable only when the tax officer has cancelled the registration of a taxable person on his own motion. Okay. So this revocation of cancellation applicable only when the tax officer has cancelled the registration of a taxable person on his own motion. Such taxable person can apply to the officer for revocation of cancellation within 30 days from the date of the cancellation order. So in that situation, the taxable person within 30 days, he can apply for the officer for revival of or for revocation of cancellation of registration. Okay. Within 30 days, you have to apply for the cancellation of orders. Cancellation orders. Okay. So in this way, the registration may be cancelled under GST law. The registration of migrated taxpayers may cancel their registration. The registration by the tax payable persons, they themselves can apply for the cancellation of the registration, and the GST officers may cancel the registration. Okay, under different circumstances. Even the registration cancellation, when the GST officer has cancelled the registration, in that case, certain circumstances, the taxable person can apply for revocation of cancellation within 30 days from the date of cancellation order. Okay, so this is all about the cancellation of registration under GST. Okay, so thank you very much for joining to the class, and all those who have posted then